Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, where did all my money go? You worked. You got paid. You tried to be responsible. And somehow, the money disappeared. The scary part is that you may not have one huge financial problem. You may have 7 small money traps quietly draining your income every single month. And because these traps feel normal, most people don't even notice them. Today, we're going to expose all 7. And number 7 might be the one keeping you stuck the longest. The first trap is called lifestyle creep. Imagine you get a raise. Maybe you were making $60,000 a year, and now you're making $70,000. You feel successful. So you upgrade your apartment. Then you get a nicer car. You eat out more often. You subscribe to more services. And suddenly, your new $10,000 raise has disappeared. You make more money. But you don't actually feel richer. That's lifestyle creep. Your spending quietly rises every time your income rises. The solution isn't to stop enjoying your money. It's to make sure your savings increase before your lifestyle does. When your income goes up, automatically send part of that increase towards savings or investing. Give yourself a raise. But don't give your expenses the entire raise. The second trap is credit card minimum payments. Let's say you owe $5,000 on a credit card. Your statement says your minimum payment is only $150. That number feels manageable. So you pay $150. But here's the problem. A small minimum payment can keep a large balance around for a very long time, especially when the interest rate is high. You're not really solving the problem. You're paying for the privilege of keeping the problem. And this creates a dangerous psychological illusion. You think, I'm making my payment. But the real question is my balance actually going down fast enough? If you have high-interest credit card debt, make eliminating it a serious financial priority. Because paying off expensive debt can be one of the most powerful guaranteed improvements you can make to your personal finances. The third trap is something almost everyone has experienced. Subscriptions. One streaming service doesn't seem expensive. One music subscription doesn't seem expensive. Cloud storage. A fitness app. A meal service. A premium membership. Each one feels harmless. But small recurring charges are dangerous because you don't feel them the same way you feel a $200 purchase. They're automatic. They happen while you're sleeping. And that makes them easy to ignore. Take 10 minutes this week and look through your bank and credit card statements. Find every recurring charge. Then ask one simple question. Would I sign up for this again today? If the answer is no, cancel it. You might discover that you're paying hundreds of dollars every year for things you barely use. Here's a trap that can become incredibly expensive. Buying something because the monthly payment looks affordable. A salesperson says, "Don't worry. It's only $399 a month." Sounds reasonable, right? But that's not the real price. The real question is, how much will this cost me in total? This applies to cars, furniture, electronics, phones, and almost anything financed. A payment can fit your monthly budget while the overall purchase is still a terrible financial decision. Before buying something expensive, look at the total cost. Interest. Fees. Insurance. Maintenance. And opportunity cost. Because the goal isn't to make every monthly payment possible. The goal is to build a financial life you can actually afford. The fifth trap is having no emergency fund. Imagine your car breaks down. Or your roof needs repairs. Or you suddenly have a medical or household expense. If you don't have cash available, what happens? You reach for a credit card. You borrow money. Or you sell investments at the worst possible time. That's why an emergency fund matters. It's not exciting. Nobody posts a picture of their savings account saying, "Look how boring my money is." But boring money can save you. Start with a small target. Maybe $500. Then $1,000. Eventually, work towards several months of essential expenses, depending on your situation. The goal is simple. When life surprises you, your finances don't have to collapse with it. Trap number 6 is focusing on tiny expenses while ignoring your biggest financial decisions. People obsess over saving $3 on coffee. But they don't question a car payment that costs hundreds of dollars every month. They spend hours looking for coupons, while paying thousands more than necessary for housing. They cancel a $12 subscription, but carry high-interest debt. Small savings are useful, but your biggest financial wins usually come from your biggest expenses. Housing, transportation, debt, taxes, insurance, investing. These are the areas that deserve your attention. Don't spend all your energy squeezing pennies, while thousands of dollars are walking out the front door. Money trap number 7, paying yourself last. And finally, the 7th trap. This one is simple. You pay everyone else first, and yourself last. Your paycheck arrives. Bills get paid. Food gets bought. Entertainment gets purchased. Shopping happens. And whatever remains, maybe you save it. The problem? There may be nothing left. Instead, flip the system. When your paycheck arrives, automatically move money toward your financial goals first. Savings, retirement, investments, emergency funds. Then live on what's left. This is called paying yourself first. And it works because it removes the need for constant willpower. You don't have to wake up every morning and ask, "Should I save money today?" The system makes the decision for you. The bigger lesson. Here's what all 7 traps have in common. None of them necessarily look dangerous. That's what makes them dangerous. Lifestyle creep feels like success. Minimum payments feel responsible. Subscriptions feel cheap. Monthly payments feel affordable. A small emergency fund feels unnecessary. Tiny savings feel productive. And spending first feels normal. But your financial future is often determined by the things you repeat, not the things you do once. A simple money reset. So let's make this practical. Tonight, open your bank account. Look at the last 30 days. Write down your biggest expenses. Then look for 3 things. First, recurring expenses you don't need. Second, debt with expensive interest. Third, spending that increased simply because your income increased. Then create one automatic transfer toward your financial future. It doesn't have to be huge. Even a small amount can help you build the habit. Because financial progress isn't about looking rich. It's about becoming harder to financially break. Think about what happens when you finally control these leaks. A car repair doesn't automatically become a crisis. A surprise bill doesn't immediately go on a credit card. A paycheck doesn't disappear before you understand where it went. And a raise actually starts improving your life. That's real financial freedom. Not driving the most expensive car. Not buying everything you want. Not looking wealthy on social media. It's having options. It's sleeping better because you know your money has a purpose. Final takeaway. If you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. You don't always need to make more money to improve your finances. Sometimes, you need to stop losing the money you already make. Find the leaks. Fix the system. Automate the good decisions. And repeat. Your future self will thank you. CTA. If this video helped you see your money differently, subscribe to Roy Finance. We make simple, practical videos designed to help you understand money, avoid expensive mistakes, and build a stronger financial future. And before you leave, comment below. Which of these 7 money traps are you going to fix first? Your answer might help someone else recognize their own money leak. Remember, you don't have to become rich overnight. You just have to stop making the same expensive mistakes every month. Take control of your money. Build the habit. And let time work for you. See you in the next Roy Finance video.